What it do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Seibelmania. This is the Seibelmania and Friends podcast, and today I got my good friend Joel Woods. Joel, what's going on, man?
Not much, just enjoying the day after Full Gear.
Yeah, a lot to get into today, including the results of Full Gear, also the results of WWE Tribute that also took place today. And there's plenty of other stuff. So, before we get started, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so you get, and hit the notification bell. Excuse the stuttering. So that you get notified when we upload new content. I upload new content weekly. And if you don't hit the subscribe button, Joel, tell them what happens.
Rikishi will come to your house and give you a stink face, and then we'll tell you that he did it for The Rock.
Yep. So, without further ado, let's get started. Pop open a cold one, and let's talk some wrestling. So, Joel, first things first, man. Last night was AEW Full Gear. Before we get into the results, what are your thoughts on the whole show?
Honestly, I would say probably one of the best. Probably one of the best AEW pay-per-views I've seen, and I've seen most of them to date.
Yeah.
Like solid up and down card, and there was no matches that I could really say, "Oh, that's the washroom break."
There was one match I could say was a break, but we'll get into that. I thought the show itself was really, really good. It's the very first WWE pay-per-view that actually came all the way in for. Normally I kind of tune in and out, but this one I actually wanted to pay attention and watch. So I did, and I also kind of watched YouTube stream. Somebody on YouTube one of my reaction channels I follow on YouTube in the Clutch, they were reacting to the pay-per-view live. I kept going into the chat to talk with them a little bit. It was cool. But yeah, it was a good show. Let's get into these results. Before we get into the results, let's get into some facts about this pay-per-view. The pay-per-view took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the Target Center. It was on November 13th, 2001. Excuse me, November 13th, 2021, which was 16 years to the day of Eddie Guerrero's passing, and it also took place in the city and state that he passed away in. So before we get to the pay-per-view, I want to say, first things first, R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero, gone but never forgotten. Absolute legend, man. And I loved all the Eddie tributes that they did on the show tonight.
Oh, I agree. To me, that wasn't the only tribute that they did last night, but Eddie was quite prominent with the. Eddie Guerrero was quite prominent with the throwouts and tributes during the night, but we were watching it downstairs, actually, and my buddy and I noticed that when Jay Lethal came out, he came out to Macho Man Randy Savage's music.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, so let's talk about the matches. Let's talk about the pre-show match. It was Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose versus Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa.
I actually missed.
Did you watch that?
I missed that match. That's the one match I missed.
That was their YouTube match that they did. WWE does this too. It's not an AEW thing, but Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa, they won. They went over. And
they had to.
Yeah, and
they had to.
The reason these four wrestlers was because they're like the four. They're going against each other in the TBS Championship tournament thing. Right. I guess it's like a middle card title for the women's division.
Yeah, they're not doing a tag team title right now, so they're doing basically the equivalent of the men's TNT title.
Yeah. So that was the pre-show match. Great match. I shouldn't say great match. But what it was okay. It was good. There was nothing to write home about. If you didn't
because the best two women's wrestlers in that match were on the same team.
Yeah.
Sheeta and Thunder Rosa are the two best wrestlers in that match. Hayter can't carry it by herself on the other team, and Nyla Rose is their Nia Jax.
Yeah. So to kick off of this show, we had MJF defeating Darby Allin by pinfall.
That was a great match. That was a great match.
I loved the wrestling that they did there. I loved that. That was fantastic.
I can't go wrong with MJF because MJF everywheres stays in character. Like where have you seen him anywheres on social media or anywheres where he wasn't in his character or wasn't doing the gimmick?
Have you heard about the feud that MJF had with his parents?
Did you ever see the picture that he posted that his parents held up?
Yes,
the sign that his parents held up.
You think he sucks too? Yeah. But
yeah, his parents held up a sign that said MJF sucks. I mean, that's if you can get your parents in on that, then that's just brilliant.
That's icing on top. They did an interview, I guess, with MJF's parents, and they said that they were afraid to have him as a son or whatever. MJF replied back, and apparently he calls him a slut.
Yeah.
Oh, that's slut. That no good slut doesn't know shit. You know, something like that. Ooh.
You want to look up something great with MJF? You want to look up something great with MJF? MJF when he was a little kid.
Yeah.
Was on Oprah Winfrey. Was on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that clip? Have you seen that clip?
I have. He's singing, yeah. What a cute kid. And then look what he turned out.
But he basically said on there he was either going to be an opera singer or a wrestler. Like, he called at that age, like, I'm going to be one or the other.
Right. Look, the match itself, it was really good, and I liked the ending with the grass, or not the grass, but the ring.
The ring?
Skull. And then the entire match, they kept saying, MJF this time, he's going to beat Darby Allin with a side headlock takeover. What are you doing Darby with?
Yep.
He did what he said he was going to do.
And honestly, I like both wrestlers in that match, so I went in the match, I'm like, you know what? They can't go wrong either way with whoever wins.
Whoever wins is a win-win. Right.
Exactly. Darby's great.
Facts.
Do you know the history of Darby Allin and his character?
I don't.
He was in a car accident with his uncle when he was 5 years old. His uncle was drunk, died in the accident, and he was literally trapped in the car with his dead uncle.
Oh, was he?
That's why he's.
I heard about that. Yeah, they did the
that's why he does the half.
They did the video instance thing. Yeah.
No, that's why they did the half. That's why he does the half skull face and stuff. Because that's why he's as different as he is.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would screw up. That screw up anybody if they're in a car accident at 5 years old. Like you said with your nephews, you think about your nephew being in an accident when they're 5 years old with their uncle who was drunk and died in the accident. That's gonna mess with your head, man.
You can't put that thought in my head.
No, but I'm saying that's the thought that he has. That's the thought that he has going through his head from being a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah. This next match, I kind of missed out on because I was doing something else. It was the Lucha Brothers versus FTR.
That was a great match. That was a wonderful match.
Talk to the people about it real quick. Because I tell me a little bit about it. I didn't really, that was a match I kind of skipped because I had to go dinner or something.
The best thing is FTR tried to pull the whole green Lucha mask thing again.
Okay.
To basically say, oh, wrong person. To have one of them go in the ring instead of the other.
So they
had the whole green mask thing on. They still look the same, but one of them had the green mask on so they could try and fake who was in the ring. Try and have the fresh person in the ring even without tagging.
Yeah.
But I thought it was an obvious result.
It had to be. I think they should have put both titles on the line.
That's my theory. That's my theory is that
that's where
they're kind of 1-1 because FTR beat them for the AAA titles. So FTR still walks out with the AAA titles. They just don't have the AEW titles.
Gotcha.
The Lucha Brothers kept because it wasn't title versus title, so the Lucha Brothers still have the AEW titles. My thought is they're going to have a third match and literally do title versus title.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep this feud going, that's the only place they have to go with it. Otherwise, they need to walk away. Otherwise, they need to walk away and have somebody else feud.
Yeah.
But then my question is who? Because do we really want Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks again?
Lucha Brothers versus Proud and Powerful. Lucha Brothers versus. Ooh, that'd be good. Lucha Brothers versus Acclaim.
Acclaim needs to be built up a little bit more first, but otherwise, I agree.
I like those guys. Those guys are growing on me.
Yeah, no, the Buddy's great on the mic.
With WWE and everything like that, but beyond the jab, they're doing really good. I love their raps.
Yeah. No, that was a great tag team wrestling match, but I think FTR are one of the better tag teams out there.
They are one of the better tag. Yeah. No, I was gonna say Young Bucks. We already had those times. We're done.
I think you'll see something else. I think you'll see something new with the Young Bucks after what happened in the main event. But we'll get to that when we get to the main event.
For you wondering what I'm doing, I am currently sharing this clip, sharing this video with everybody I can. So,
what was the next match after that?
The next match was Brian Danielson defeating Miro.
That was
championship eliminator finals.
Honestly, would be one of them.
You froze up on me, buddy. Okay, 1 second. We're gonna remove you. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulties. Save. Add to stream. Technical difficulties, folks. I'm sorry about this. Like I said, the next match was Brian Danielson versus Miro in the World Championship Eliminator Tournament Finals. It was a fantastic match. Brian Danielson just is not capable of having a good match. That match was absolutely tremendous, and I like that Brian Danielson in AEW is using different finishers for the way he wins his matches. I think that's a really good thing. Let's see if we can get my man back here real quick. Because I want to hear his thoughts on this match. But hey, while I'm doing that, please, if you haven't already, hit that like button. Comment down below what you thought about AEW Full Gear 2021. Comment down below your favorite Eddie Guerrero memories. Also, like the video if you haven't already liked it. Subscribe to Seibelmania and Friends podcast if you haven't already subscribed. And if you don't, well, Rikishi's going to come home. We're going to come to your home and give you the stink face. So, yeah, you definitely want to subscribe. I upload new content every single week. Matter of fact, I got a podcast coming tomorrow with my friend Jason Static. Or with my friend, not my friend Jason Static, my friend Jonathan Jones. So be on the lookout for that. But welcome back, Joel Woods. How you doing?
Good. I don't know what happened there. Good. Just went to a black screen and.
Oh well, you froze up. So.
And then on my side, it looked like you froze up. So that was weird.
Well, okay. Well, anyway, you're back. So I just gave my thoughts on the Miro versus Brian Danielson match.
I thought it was a great match.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was fantastic.
Great match, and they both came out looking strong. Because I was concerned because my first thoughts were Miro had to win if Paige was going to win.
If who?
Because of the previous. My original thoughts were Miro had to win the match if Hangman was going to win.
Danielson versus Adam Page for the AEW World Title. Ooh.
Yeah, but here's the other thing.
I like that.
Danielson's been having a Twitter feud with Omega as well.
With who? Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Could we see it? I don't know if we'll see a triple threat.
Yeah, I don't know about triple threat either, but Danielson's been at least in a Twitter feud with Omega as well. I don't know if that was just to throw a curveball in the whole main event thing or what, but I could see something happening there between those two again, because it apparently happened somewhere else once upon a time, like years ago.
I would like to see those three guys in a triple threat. I think that'd be. But I heard that Kenny Omega is injured right now.
Oh yeah, no, he was wrestling.
I heard he was wrestling.
He's been wrestling with a knee injury. That's why I've seen him a little bit slow.
You see him what? Oh, you froze up again on me, man. Oh no! Back. You froze up again, bro.
Weird. Let me do something here.
Okay. You there?
I'm there. Yeah, no, Kenny Omega was. You'll see him that he's been slower in the ring than you've seen him in previous like New Japan stuff. He was actually wrestling with a knee injury.
Okay, so he can battle with injury. Hey,
yeah.
real quick, they called Kenny Omega the best bout machine. What is? Maybe you can answer this for me. What is everybody's hard on or fetish for Kenny Omega? Here's my take of Kenny Omega. Okay, this is just my take, mind you. My take is he's a grown man that battled a blow-up doll and a little girl. And I don't care when that took place. I don't care when that took place. I don't care where that took place. I don't care about any of that. The fact that any organization in any part of the world, Japan, Mexico, Canada, I say Canada, anywhere, the fact that somebody allowed that to take place, if it was a playful thing, like if I'm play wrestling with my nephews, okay, that's cool. That's fine. Play wrestle with your family and friends, whatever. Just don't do it to a certain level where somebody's risking injury. Kenny Omega wrestling a 9-year-old girl? Somebody was risking injury. They were wrestling competitively. It wasn't for
I'm pretty sure. The only thing I'll say with that one, the 9-year-old girl, if I'm not mistaken, had actually been training to wrestle.
That doesn't make it okay, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
It makes it different. It makes it different than pulling some random kid from the audience and say, okay, let's get in the ring and wrestle. Not saying it's perfect. Okay. Not saying it's perfect. I see your point, but still, knowing that the person he's in the ring with has actually trained to wrestle is still different than the mass transit incident from ECW, for example.
If she was training to wrestle, okay, do this. She's training to wrestle, right? So, have her wrestle a female. There's no need for Kenny Omega to be wrestling her. If she's training to wrestle, have her wrestle somebody of her own gender since she's learning.
I partially believe though, I'd have to look it up to make sure, but I believe she actually this is something that she actually wanted to do as well. So it's not like they forced her in the ring with Kenny Omega and said, okay, here you go.
Well, she wanted to work with Kenny Omega?
Yeah. It was just like it was just supposed to be like a comedy thing anyways. It wasn't supposed to be like a It was supposed to be a comedy thing anyways, that, you know, he can work with
it. Was supposed to be funny. That wasn't funny. That was stupid.
It was stupid, but the whole thing with they were doing with Kenny Omega that showing, you know, he can work a match with anybody. He can work a match with anything. He can work a match and make a halfway decent match using a blow-up doll. That's why they call him the boat machine, because it's like he can work with anybody and make it or them look good. Do I agree with it? I'm on the fence, but that's where I see the whole boat machine coming from. But then, yes, there are those matches. But if you go see him working other matches like against Okada and actual wrestlers over there, that man can go. He honestly became probably one of the most popular non-Japanese wrestlers in New Japan. But the thing he did though to get himself over, because he's from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Right.
When he went over, he immersed himself in the language. He learned Japanese. He immersed himself in the culture. He did the effort to, understand and get over with the fans over there as well. On the other aspect, some ways, he's another Chris Jericho.
To quote Eddie Kingston last night during his match with CM Punk. I mean, I'm sorry, I just don't care about Kenny Omega. I don't care about who he's wrestled. I don't care where he's wrestled. He ain't nothing to me. I'm sorry. I'm just Kenny Omega. You need
to see certain good matches of his with guys in New Japan. Let me find the match later. I'm pretty sure the match between him and Jericho in New Japan. That was the match that made me see a different light of Omega because of how those two worked together in the ring. That was brilliant.
All right, let's move on. We'll agree to disagree on Kenny Omega. Next match was Christian Cage and Jurassic Express defeating the Super Click, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This was a wild brawl.
I think it was great.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I also enjoy every member of Jurassic or Christian Cage and Jurassic Express. So
yeah, they were great. They were fantastic. They took some really great bumps in that match. I can't believe I'm going to say this about a Young Bucks match. I can't believe I'm going to say this about the Young Bucks because I'm not a fan of them either. I put them on that same pedestal as Kenny Omega, yeah. But I will say this. They did a spot last night in the match where they had those thumbtack knee pads or whatever, and they did their super kick thing that they do. That looked so brutal and nasty. It looked fantastic.
And what about the thumbtacks in the mouth of both?
Yeah, that was cool too. They use the thumbtacks as a nice touch, but the argument has to be made. Why would you take that much time? It's a street fight. Whatever you can use in the ring, whatever you can find around ringside, whatever, underneath the ring. Why would you take the time to put thumbtacks in a knee pad and all that crap? I mean,
they'd done it before the match.
It's supposed to be on the fly, off the cuff.
Yeah, they'd had the knee pads were already set up with the thumbtack before the match.
Okay.
They literally pulled the knee pads out with the thumbtacks already on it.
I'm not knocking the spot. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree though. If they were actually literally standing there putting the thumbtacks in while you're watching, it's like no. But they already had those shin pads set up with it, and they pulled it out of the thing like that.
Fair enough. And I like that. That dive that Christian Cage took off of the balcony. That was pretty cool.
Right? Like that's cool. Yeah.
That guy, Christian Cage. I'm not just saying this because my name is Christian. I'm going to say this honestly about Christian Cage. That guy is one of the most underrated pro wrestlers in wrestling history. We have a viewer here. I don't know who it is. If you're watching this, leave a comment in the chat. Let us know what you think about AEW Full Gear. We're talking about Christian Cage right now. And like I said, man, that guy needs to get his flowers. He's every bit as good as Edge, if not better, at this age right now, because he's doing it on a weekly basis. He's still able to go out there and perform on a certain level that I'm not saying Edge can't compete on that level. I'm not saying that. He absolutely can. But I am saying Edge doesn't compete on that level on a weekly basis. He's not competing on that level on Raws or SmackDowns or
No.
NXTs. He's saving it for the pay-per-views, and I understand that. I respect that, especially with the neck injury thing. Hey,
I think it is. I think it all has to do with neck injury. I think, and if his neck was better, I think he'd be there more often.
Yeah. But I'm saying, am I saying Edge sucks? Because I'm going to give Edge his flowers. He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. But I'm saying Christian Cage also should be in the WWE Hall of Fame because that guy is a hell of an athlete, a hell of a worker, a hell of a talent to have on your roster, and he is. I can't say enough good things about Christian Cage. Every promotion, I think every promotion he's been in, well, except for AEW yet, but every promotion he's been in, he's been world champion. Think about it.
He was in
world champion, NWA world champion. He was a former world heavyweight champion in the WWE. He was a former ECW champion, and I think he'll win the AEW championship eventually. I think he will.
He won the Impact title in AEW.
Impact. That's right. The TNA title. Yeah.
Yeah. Won the TNA title from Kenny Omega on AEW.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was great too. I like that. Moving on. We're not Dave Meltzer or Brian Alvarez, so we're not going to give these matches any stars. So we don't do that here. If you want that crap, go subscribe to the. I'm not even going to say it. Just
you know who surprised me the most, or I enjoyed the most from Jurassic Express.
If you say Luchasaurus, I swear to fuck.
Some of those spots from Luchasaurus last night, though, some of those flips and moves he did for that guy that size, that was impressive.
Damn, I'm disappointed. No, he's somebody. Was it you? Because I know I was watching with you last night. We were doing a live chat, or we were doing a live reaction in the chat. Was it you that compared him to Kane, or was that somebody else?
No, he could totally pull off the Kane vibe.
It was you.
If his character was done right, even with the dinosaur thing, he could be that silent monster gimmick.
Yeah.
If done right,
that's what he
have
said.
Have him eventually turn heel on Jungle Boy. That's how you start it right. That's how you start it right there. Like look at Kane, look at Abyss, look at guys like that. He could totally pull off that monster heel gimmick.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with his character, he was. I don't remember whether it was NXT, original NXT, or OVW, but when Dusty Rhodes was still working down in NXT,
yeah,
he helped the guy that is Luchasaurus create this character.
Okay.
They worked together on building this character.
Okay. Wow.
So
moving on. Cody, this was another match I missed. At this point, I was in another YouTuber's live stream. They were watching this live, and I was over there talking with them. But these next two matches, I was over there talking with them, so I missed a lot of what happened between these next two matches. But Cody
wasn't a fan of the Cody Rhodes match.
What?
Wasn't a huge fan of the Cody Rhodes match.
Okay. Cody and Pac beat Malachi Black and Andrade.
See, that's my disappointment right there.
Yeah, I think that the heel should have won.
Exactly. Because there's so many other ways they could have gone with it.
Yeah, Cody. But once again, okay, I'm going to go on a rant here, Joel. So hang on. I know you have thoughts. Hang on. I'm going to go on a rant here. Everybody gives Cody Rhodes a lot of flack, and everybody seems to hate Cody these days because he's being a babyface superstar. He's coming in, he's wrestling as the good guy, and then he goes off and he's doing all these reality shows and all these competition shows. and I think what people need to realize is by doing all that stuff, he's bringing awareness to AEW. And that's what I think a lot of people need to understand. When these wrestlers go out and they do all these things, promotion wise, they're promoting their company, they're promoting their brand, they're promoting who they're competing for. John Cena, when he did all those guest appearances on Nickelodeon and Disney shows, he was promoting WWE because they would say, "Oh my God, it's WWE superstar John Cena." Notice how they say WWE superstar? They're getting their name out there. Cody Rhodes, when he does his reality show, you see him backstage at AEW events, and you can see the ring, and you can see the AEW logos, and he talks about AEW. He's getting AEW out there. He's trying to get more eyes on the product. And I think a lot of people forget that factor. But then the problems comes in because he comes back, battles a brand new bad guy, beats him, and then goes away again. But here's my thing on that, because what is the point of what good is a superhero if the bad guy constantly beats him? If he can't beat a bad guy, what good is the superhero? I understand you want to get sympathy on Cody and all that stuff, but Cody's not that kind of character that needs that kind of sympathy. I know that in his promos he comes off as, "I need sympathy," but he's not that kind of character. He's the kind of character that comes out there, thanks to fans for being there. "I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to beat this guy." Beats that guy, does exactly what he says, and goes home and does the reality shows and the competition shows. In my opinion, Cody Rhodes is the most underrated performer in AEW to this day. And props to him for staying true to that stipulation that he had at the beginning of AEW, where if he lost a match for the AEW championship, he wouldn't compete for it ever again. He stayed true to that. And look at the matches he's had in AEW with his brother, with Jericho, with name them. And he's had a great match with him. Malachi Black. Yeah, he beat Malachi Black one time. One time. Malachi Black beat him twice. So, wait, did I get that right, Joel? Or did Cody? Okay. Making sure I got my facts straight. I thought I got that right. That sounded right in my head.
Yeah, because but it wasn't Cody beat him. Cody beat him the third time.
Okay, so those two matches, Cody was the sympathetic babyface, and people still didn't like that. People were like, he needs to lose the third one too. No, because the good guy's gotta win eventually. The bad guy can't always win. Sometimes the good guy has to win. There you go. There's my rant.
See, I think what they did with him and Malachi Black, that was great. Some of the previous ones, he could have easily put some of those other guys over.
If they were deserving of it. I don't think a guy... hang on. I don't think a guy not like... what was it? Tomo Arigato, whatever the guy's name was.
No, because he's legitimately blind in one eye and can only wrestle for so much longer, so there's no point putting him over. But you could question some of the other ones. If those are people that they wanted to push up, then he shouldn't have pulled a Triple H on them.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. They did perfect. They did perfect with him and Malachi Black with that feud. I will give them that. But I wouldn't compare him to John Cena for the fact that John Cena was WWE's top superstar, and I don't see Cody as their number one guy.
Hey, we got 2 viewers in this chat right now. Hey, let's see.
Like, you could put Adam Page. If Adam Page was doing it, now that
leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Please.
If Adam Page was doing that, if Adam Page was doing that, like Cena did with all that stuff, sure, he's a champion. It makes sense. Cody's not the champion. Cody's not even the number one guy.
No, but in terms of promotion, I think he's their number one guy. In terms of promotion,
I think he is at the moment, but I don't think that's necessarily who should be. Because that's not who you're building that's not who you're building the promotion around. WWE at the time was building the promotion around Cena, so of course they used Cena out there. I mean, look at right now. Would you you be putting Roman Reigns or Big E out there for that stuff, or would you be putting out the Miz?
Well, not Big E. I might put Roman up there. But not Big E. Not right now. He's building his way up there, but
yeah,
Roman's still.
But I mean, you'd take one of your champions if you could.
Yeah. Next match.
Not a mid card guy.
Again, I didn't see this match. I was in a live chat with somebody else. Britt Baker defeated Ty Conti
match was
AEW title.
I will have to say, and I love Britt Baker. She's one of my favorites of the women in AEW right now.
I like Britt Baker too.
That you should go watch that match because, in all honesty, that was probably one of the best Britt Baker matches I've seen.
I might. I think I saw that match somewhere, so I might go watch it over there.
Like they both of them walked away looking
fantastic.
Great out of the match.
I want to see Britt Baker versus Anna Jay next.
Yeah, but no, this one was they both walked away looking like Taya Conti walked away with that looking like, okay, yeah, she could be a legitimate threat, not just, oh, that's another Britt Baker match.
Okay. Next match was the Minnesota Street Fight.
Loved it.
It was the Inner Circle, which was Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana, and Ortiz defeating Men of the Year, Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, an American Top Team, Junior Dos Santos, and Andre what was his name? Andre Arlovsky and Dan Lambert. That's a lot of names.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was 5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-5. It was. I came back for that match. That match was really, really good. I thought it was a fun little street fight. I'm sorry, I'm trying to scooch my chair up a little here. I guess I can't.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun. I thought it was a fun street fight, and I thought the ending was obvious. But the only reason the ending was obvious is because all of the stuff going into the match was Dan Lambert saying he was going to pin Jericho. So
yeah,
it made sense to end the match with flipping the script on that one of Jericho pinning Lambert, because you make the rest of that team still look legitimately strong because it was the weakest guy and their mouthpiece that was pinned, and not any of the actual wrestlers from that faction.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm fiddling around a lot. I'm sorry, folks. I liked the match. It was fun for what it was. It was great. Jericho's another one of those guys that gets a lot of flack lately, and he shouldn't. He's really good.
In ring, yes. If he gets any flack for backstage stuff or out of ring stuff, some of it I can understand.
I don't want to get into the backstage stuff with Jericho because that's all backstage stuff, and I don't know. I like that they incorporated Minnesota wrestling legend Baron von Raschke into that match, and I what's funny is I'm surprised I actually knew who that guy was, to be quite honest with you. Nobody, I didn't go online, I didn't search up or anything. I watched the match and I saw him doing that claw thing. I'm like, who is that guy? And then I looked at him and I'm like, okay, so that's an older dude. That's not Volkov. It's not one of the Vachons. So I'm like, is that Baron von somehow, some way, just the name Baron von Raschke just popped into my head. I don't know how, but I was like, is that Baron von Raschke? So I looked up his Google. I looked him up on Google Images to see what he looked like. I'm like, that's Baron von Raschke. That is. I'm like, yo, okay. And I know he was from Minnesota. I know he's a legend. So AWA. That's where I kind of went with that. Was AWA.
And here's the other thing with that. Maybe not. I thought, didn't Jake Hager go to school or something in Minnesota? I know he's from Oklahoma, but I thought there was some connection there as well.
I don't know. Maybe. Hang on, let me look this up, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna look
If
up.
not, I know Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin both were in wrestling school together at Minnesota.
Let me see. I'm
I
gonna
know Lashley and Shelton Benjamin were actually college roommates.
Yeah, they were a tag team in OVW as well.
Yeah.
Let me see. Early Eli. He's born in. He's
he's from
at the
Oklahoma.
age of 5. Wow. Okay. Let me see. Graduated from the University of Oklahoma.
Okay, then no, it's Oklahoma. Okay. I was just wondering if there's any connection as to why Jake Hager's wife was right beside Barrett, besides that him.
Well, maybe they just kind of planned. Maybe they said, "Hey, just make sure he's safe from all these people." I don't know.
Could be.
No, that was a great match, which leads us to the main event.
No, before that, I want to say that Guevara dive off that ladder was
fantastic.
Wonderful.
That was just
and you can tell Guevara's out there having fun too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think he likes being a babyface.
Yeah.
That brings me to a question. I'll ask a question after the review. What do you think is harder to do? Well, I'll ask the question later. After the show, after we're done reviewing Full Gear. But the main event, like I said, was
we didn't even get into Kingston and Punk yet.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
Was that before or after? My bad, guys. So
we'll do it now.
Britt Baker versus Ty Conti, CM Punk, and Eddie Kingston had a match. I don't know how I missed that. Man, my bad, guys. My bad. Yeah. Man.
That was an all-out fight. That was an all-out brawl.
That was. There was no headlocks and takedowns and cute wrestling maneuvers. There was nothing there was nothing from that MJF Darby Allin match that you saw in this match.
No.
In that match, there was a lot of arm drags and takedowns and headlocks, and in this match, it was fists. It was spinning back fists. It was kicks. It was all kinds of brutal stuff. Punk got busted open. It was not a match. It was a fight. It was a fight. And any match on this card could have used a no disqualification stipulation or whatever. It was this match. This match.
Have thoughts about that.
What?
I have thoughts about that.
Go ahead.
I don't think their feud's done.
No.
With the whole Kingston at the end walking away without shaking his hand, that's.
I hope it's not done. I really hope it's not done.
And from what I can see with that, they legitimately do not like each other. Like that's not storyline.
No.
You could see legitimate hate and loathing of each other in the ring.
Oh yeah, their promo that they did. Oh my god, that promo.
That was fire.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get this for you. Hold up. Oh, we're gonna show that video because that promo.
Yeah, no, Kingston's growing on me and becoming probably one of my favorite wrestlers in AEW.
Oh my god!
Because people who aren't familiar with Eddie Kingston is Eddie Kingston. He's not playing a character. He's not a gimmick. That is Eddie Kingston.
Facts. That is Eddie Kingston, and
he is who he is. He is who he is.
That's the
no
best
gimmick,
part.
no gimmicks, no characters. What you see is what you get. Which is why he doesn't do scripted promos. He's just straight fire out of the mic.
And that is the best part about the CM Punk or about the Eddie Kingston character. He's real.
He's not character. That's the thing. He's not a character.
No, he's CM Punk. CM Punk is CM Punk, and he's not about to apologize for that.
Yeah, but CM Punk and Phil Brooks are two different people, in my opinion. One's a character, one's a real person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like CM Punk backstage and off air, I doubt is the same as necessarily exactly the same as CM Punk.
Okay, well, I can't say the video. So here's what we're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share this clip for everybody here. And if we get...
I'll say this right before the clip. Kingston lives his gimmick only because Kingston is his gimmick.
Facts.
That's who he is. There's no character. There's no scripting and all that kind of stuff. What you see from Kingston is what you would see from Kingston if you met him out in the street.
Yep. Should I play the sound? You want me to play the? Yeah, I'm going to play the video. I'm not going to just play the sound. So what we're going to do? We're going to share the screen on my end, and so here we go. Play just a couple minutes of it, folks. So.
You want an apology? That's what you wanted. That's what you said Wednesday, right? Answer me when I'm talking to you.
Oh.
You don't like that.
I love it. Look, I understand it sounds a little bit condescending when somebody asks.
Hang on. I liked how Eddie Kingston said, "You don't like it." And Punk said, "I love it."
Look at that face, though.
Yeah.
That's not acting. You can see that that's pure, like,
insane. That's
pissed off.
That's, yeah. I love it.
Another man for an apology, but you interrupted me, man. Don't paint me into a corner like I'm the bad guy here. You interrupted me.
Yes, I interrupted the great CM Punk. Oh, no. Oh, God.
I love the sarcasm.
I know.
We're breaking this video down, folks. We're watching the full video. We're going to break it down. So, AEW, please don't cancel our video. Please don't.
I will apologize. You know what, man? You're right.
Matter of fact, before I go any further, subscribe to the AEW YouTube channel now, because they're producing great content over there. They do AEW Dark, AEW Dark Elevation. They're posting all kinds of stuff on their content on their channels. So check out AEW, support AEW, support all pro wrestling, WWE, AEW, Impact, New Japan, all that stuff. Let's get back in this video.
You're right. I want to apologize that I was at home sick, thinking I had COVID, had to get tested twice, so I wouldn't come here, God forbid, get my friend Monkey sick, and then he gets his kid sick. But you know what? That doesn't matter.
That's funny. He calls John Moxley Monkey.
No, his monkey.
Yeah, his monkey. Yeah.
His kid. He's calling his kid a monkey.
No, watch. Listen.
Tested twice, so I wouldn't come here, God forbid, get my friend Monkey sick.
Get my friend Monkey. He said, get my friend Monkey sick.
And then he gets his kid sick.
And then he gets his kid sick.
But you know what? That doesn't matter, because I need to apologize, because you know what, guys? You didn't get the great CM Punk for its Orange Cassidy. I'm sorry. And for you, this is the world's smallest violin, and he's playing for your little ass. So, I apologize to you guys.
It's like, get out of here.
Who are you? Who are you? Huh? Who are you? Hey, give me a second.
Is that a New York thing? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, like, who are you? Like, who do you think you are?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Give me a second. Who are you?
It doesn't sound like much of an apology. You know damn well who I am.
I do. I'm telling you right there.
Let him go, Eddie. You know who I am, and St. Louis knows who I am.
See that bickering back there? They're going over each other. They're not waiting for the other guy to respond.
No.
That's such good stuff.
Because it's not scripted.
Right.
I'm going to tell everyone the truth who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a second. This man was once a hero of mine. Guys like him, Samoa Joe, Homicide.
Homicide's another guy that doesn't get the recognition he deserves. We'll get into that in a minute.
The Blazing Red. Guys like that on the independents when I first broke in inspired me. Were my heroes. But you low-life scumbag, two-faced, narcissistic bitch.
Ooh. Bro, Joel, tell me, man, are you getting goosebumps? Because I'm getting goosebumps.
Oh, I am.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think Kingston's wrong.
No.
You, give me a second. You judged me. I came to that locker room to get free. Free from my mental crap. Free from the streets. I came to that locker room for brotherhood, and all you did was judge me. Because why? I was fat? Why? Because I like to eat a little bit? Why? Because I didn't play everyone's game? I didn't kiss ass? I didn't become friends with the booker? I didn't bury other people to get my own stuff in? So I was wrong? No, you were wrong. That's when
And Punk is just like, nah, just let him say what he wants to say. Let him get it all out. Let him get it all out.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
The facial expressions are so important too.
CM Punk can't act.
Yeah,
that's not acting. That's legit.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he's that good of an actor.
No.
I know. That's the Punk I know.
Matter of fact, Joel, before we continue the video, I think I was the one that posted a link to this video in the chat that you and I are in on Facebook. I shared this with everybody because I loved it so much. It was fantastic.
Did you see the other article that I posted in there about that Eddie Kingston wrote about him getting into wrestling?
Tribute. That was, God, Eddie Kingston is so good. Eddie is, oh my God, Eddie did, oh man. I can't say enough good things about Kingston. He's so good. You know, he is a baby face in every sense of the word. He is that dang good.
Yeah. He is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know what I hear right now?
Oh shit.
I hear you lumping a lot of baggage on me, but you named a couple other people in there. And if you want to know the truth is, it wasn't just me that judged you. It was me. It was Homicide. It was Joe.
Don't say his name. Don't you say his name. Little things like that.
It was Danielson. And listen, it's a hard pill to swallow, but we judged you and we held you to a standard of the potential that we saw in you. You're the one who fell short of that mark. You can blame me, and you can lose in the middle of the ring to a guy like Bryan Danielson, and then you can walk in the back and you can try to blame me, but it's not my fault. I am not wrong for seeing greatness in you 15 years ago, but I damn sure am a fool for trying to hold you to that standard and expect greatness because you're a bum.
Yo.
This
is pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
This is pro wrestling. This is good stuff. I would put this above anything that WWE is doing right now.
Absolutely.
Anything. Even Roman Reigns, who I love Roman Reigns. He's fantastic right now. This, better than that.
I like Roman Reigns. I don't love Roman Reigns.
I like Roman. Yeah. I have a hoodie. I have 2 shirts of Roman Reigns, and I have a hoodie. I have a hoodie that says "Acknowledge Me." Do I have 2 shirts or do I have 1? I have 2 shirts and 1 hoodie. Yeah, I have a black shirt of Roman Reigns. I have a white. The white one says "Show up, win, and leave," and the black one says "Head of the table," I believe, and then the hoodie says "Acknowledge me." So yeah, but this miles and miles and miles above Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because that's who Eddie
It's
Kingston
real.
is. Eddie Kingston's all about the mic.
It's real. It's real. It's not scripted. It's not micromanaged. It's not anything. It's two guys going out there and saying stuff to each other. And you know what? They believe what they're saying and listen to them. They're meaning everything that they're saying. And when you look at their faces, you can tell that they mean it. This is pro wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
Absolutely.
Come on. It's too much, man. My opinion, anyway. Eddie Kingston is not one to take a part like that. I think Kingston did make a crucial too, though. He did. He made a valid point. My man, when a bum main event full gear, when a bum almost have to sell his house because of the pandemic, but keep fighting through to make it to the, hey, this is a shot, the only professional wrestling company in the world today. Is that
that's not a shot. That's a fact. Because WWE is not pro wrestling. It's sports entertainment.
Yep.
not a bum? Is that a bum? I need you guys to understand this and hear this. And I need you to open up your ears and hear this. Nobody wants you here. They never wanted you here. That whole locker room's afraid to say it, not me. So get out and stop smirking at me like you did the other day, or I'll smack you right off your face. This is 15 years of animosity. 15 years.
All right, we're not going to play the rest of this clip.
Oh, you remember the best part where the whole headbutt and everything.
Well, we got to restart our stream. We got taken down.
Did we?
We did.
Because of that?
Yeah.